A great way to reduce food waste is knowing how to store food correctly. So I'm going to give you a quick example. So I bought a load of carrots at the weekend, and I what I do is I put the carrots in a jar with water and pop that in the fridge. Now I've been doing this for a while, and the longest I've and they still stay crunchy as well, and that's why I do it. Obviously, because I don't want to end up throwing the carrots away and wasting them. So I've managed to get, I think, 2 weeks. The carrots have lasted 2 weeks and they're still crunchy. I change the water every week just to be on the safe side. Um, so it's about learning how to store your food correctly so it lasts longer and it's ready for when you need it. A lot of cleaning products we have nowadays have quite a few toxins in them, and there are going to be, if you have a look at some of the back of the products, it will say, not suitable for aquatic life or harmful to the environment and stuff like that. Just imagine what that does when it goes down the drain. Now opt for eco-friendly alternatives, or you can actually try and create some of your own. So I've got a video on how I created toilet cleaners, the little tablet type bombs that just go straight into toilet, let it fizz, let it do its thing, and then just clean the toilet as normal. Um, that's all that was made from stuff that I bought from my zero waste shop, from my local zero waste shop, and they are a fraction of the price, and they don't have all the toxins that you would get in traditional cleaners. So have a look at possibly trying to create some of your own stuff, or have a look online and look for eco-friendly products that actually care about the environment. And you just have to be really careful that you know who to trust. And if you're not entirely sure, speak to friends and family. I've got quite a few videos on stuff like that as well. Speak to friends and family, look for recommendations, and ask for people's advice. That's probably the best advice I can give. Social media is a really, really good place to find people who are like-minded. Um, so when you because you care about the environment, find like-minded people who care about the environment too, and it's amazing what you can learn from them, and maybe something that you do that's eco-friendly and they probably didn't even realize themselves. And it's just sharing this knowledge and talking about the things that you care about and the things that they care about and how it all lines together. So find like-minded people. A great little tip is ditching plastic scrubs and using loofahs instead, because loofahs can go straight into the composter, whereas obviously plastic scrubs can't. These are actually grown, and yeah, and they're quite easy. They're quite good to scrub with as well, and yeah, they can be composted when you don't need them anymore, when they've gone it past its shelf life. um, these are better for the environment. This is a tip that I haven't actually seen many talk about, and it's cleaning behind your fridge. Now, I don't really look behind my fridge, and I don't think many people do. After a certain amount of time, the back of the fridge ends up becoming all dusty, and a lot of dust will gather behind the fridge. And what happens is that after a while, because of that dust gathering, it means that your fridge needs to work harder in order to do what it needs to do. So what I do is every 6 months I clean behind the fridge. So I just got like a feather duster or something like that. But do it obviously really gently. You don't want to damage your fridge, obviously. But yeah, every 6 months or so, just keep it dust free, and it just ensures that the appliance is working efficiently. So this is a really good tip to make sure you get your money's worth from product. If there's something that comes in one of those squeezy tubes, and it feels like it's ready for the bin, cut the end off. Get your money's worth out of that. If it means you can only just get one more, like for example, in toothpaste, if you can get one more bit for brushing your teeth, do it. Just do it. It doesn't take long for our shower heads to get all caked in 9 scale. But there are quite a few videos out there that show how you can actually clean your shower heads with vinegar, and you just leave them soak overnight. You put the vinegar in a bag, and then you put your shower head in it and leave it overnight. And I've done this quite a lot of times, and it's absolutely brilliant. It means that you can have like a proper shower again, which is quite nice, and it's not just like dribbling out. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing nice about it just trickling out. And sometimes you just want to have a decent shower. So yeah, there's loads of videos out there. Cleaning with vinegar is a really good tip for, especially when it comes to shower heads. This may not be a possibility for everybody, but where you can, try and buy in bulk, because in the long run it actually ends up being cheaper, and it actually uses less packaging in the long run too. So there are places where you can buy stuff in bulk, and if you look at what it would be per 100 grams and what it would be else, you will notice that it actually costs less to actually buy in bulk. Obviously, that means you need to have the money beforehand, and that isn't always a possibility for everybody. But if you can, if this is a possibility for you, then go for it. So this next tip is definitely weather dependent. If you can, where you can, hang your clothes up outside for it to dry, and try not to use your dryer. Now, I don't have a dryer anymore in this house. We did before and used the dryer during the winter and just hung the clothes out in summer. Now, I appreciate that isn't a possibility for everybody. It all depends on the space that you have available. But if you can, hang it outside because it's free. So let nature just dry your clothes out, and it just smells a lot fresher as well when it's dried outside. So if it's something you can do, definitely go for that, because it will save you money on electricity by not having to use your dryer. So I was debating whether to add this one or not, but you know what? I'm just going to add it. Let's just go for it. Peeing in the shower. Now, by peeing in the shower, it means it's going to save you a flush, which saves you water. So that's one of the things. Now, I appreciate this isn't for everybody. Please don't do it in a public place. Do it in the privacy of your own home. This is definitely a personal choice. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this one. Totally up to you. But please don't. If you're going to do it, please don't do it in a public place, because that's just gross.